Hello friends, welcome back to this third video of AngularJS. So today we are going to discuss that how we can create a new component in our AngularJS project and display the data associated with that component on the HTML page. Okay, so first of all, I'm just going to load my project, Angular 1. This is the same project that I created in my previous video, and this is the one I will be using throughout the lectures. So if you have not seen that how I have created, you need to go through the previous videos. So here I just opened this and I have compiled this as well. This one also and I have opened another command prompt in the Angular 1 project having the same path where my project is. So this is the path where my project is. This is the complete path, and here I am going to create a new component. So if you have to create a new component, what you will do, as of now, if you see this AngularJS, then there is one component inside the app folder. The name is app record, and there is one top level component which is known as the app component.ts. Right? So what does ts means? Ts means TypeScript. So this language that has been used here to write the code, this language is known as the TypeScript. And here you can see these are the components. The details of the component are here. Okay, so student record I already created earlier. So I'm going to show you with one more component. This one I have never told you, like student record that was created by me for the practice, but I'm going to tell you a new component which is employee component. So I'm going to create the new component. To create that new component, you need to be inside the project folder, and then you need to run this command ng generate 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 component, and then you need to write the name of the component. So it's employee details. This is the name of the component. And now it will add a new component for you. And as soon as you will come back to the Angular IDE, you will be able to see that employee details component is available here. Okay. So let's see some details around this. So the details are here. Employee details component.ts. Here is the class employee details component, which will be containing the required data which need to be displayed on the page. And apart from that, this is the style sheet which is empty right now. You can write your own style sheet code. And apart from that, we have HTML code where we have to display the details from the TypeScript, this detail component TypeScript, right? So this component is itself a single entity which need to be displayed on the main page, and the main page is displayed through app.component.html. You must need to remember that the main page that is displayed, this is the one, app.component.html, right? So here everything is displayed. So I'm just removing the older code and I will be adding our new code, right? So I have created the employee details. And here what I will do, I'm just going to add a new TypeScript code so that I can initialize my employee details. I have told you about this export. Export means anything which has been exported by this class will be available to any of the other classes or any other TypeScript in this project. Okay, inside this component. So I'm going to create one component against this employee details, one interface I need to create. So that interface I can create like this. Go to the new and then select the interface, and here you can write employee interface. So this new file will be created under the app folder, and you can see employee interface.ts has been created here, right? And you can see that it is also exporting. So here you can give the details about the employee interface, like what will be the column values, what will be the attributes of the employee. So here you can write like ID, which will be of type number. Then you can write like name, emp name, which will be string, right? So this is the case. So this is the way you can write it. Trailing white spaces, no trailing white spaces needed. So just remove this white space, and then let's see what it is saying. Semicolon. Here you need to put a semicolon. So here also you need to put a semicolon. Alright, so this one is ready now. And at the same time, if you want to see if your code is getting compiled successfully or not, you can have a look at your command prompt. Right, so this is compiling successfully. And now apart from this, I can write like employee department, and here I can write like string. Right, so this is also fine, and here also you can see that again it compiled successfully. Now let's go to the employee details, and in employee details you need to go to this TypeScript, employee details.component.typescript. So here you need to import. What you need to import? Import, what is the name of the component? Employee interface. Employee details component, sorry, employee details component, right? So it's not employee details component, it's like employee detail interface, right? This is employee interface. So I need to copy it from here and I need to put it here. Sorry, not copied. So I just need to put it here like employee interface from, and then you need to give like // employee interface .ts. What it is giving? Okay, so it cannot end with ts extension, so you just need to give the name employee interface, and this is a warning that it has been declared but never used, so no problems. We can see that it has been compiled successfully. So you need to see the latest message which says that the compilation is successful. So now we have everything here, just need to put a semicolon here, and now we can just initialize our employee here. So I just want to initialize one employee here, and the name of that employee is suppose emp1, and then you need to put a semicolon, and then you need to give the name of the interface. What is the name of the interface? Employee interface, and then you need to put a equal sign, and then you need to just give this, and here you need to provide like ID. Here you will provide like 1001 is the ID, and then you can provide like ID. Apart from that, you have emp name. Here you can give it like Vikash Shakya, and this is number, so you need to just remember this, that if it is number you cannot give it in this semicolon. And what it is saying here, okay, when you are separating the properties you need to provide a comma, not the semicolon. So here it is. And what is the last one? You can go there and you can see what was the last property. This was employee department, so I'm just going to put the department as well here, emp department, and it is HR DEPT. Okay, so that is all. So this is all about initializing an employee interface. And since we are exporting it, so this employee will be available everywhere. So what I will do, I will just display this employee detail here in the employee details component.html. So here I'm going to just remove everything, and I'm going to give h3 header 3, and here I'm going to provide you the details like what is the name of the employee. So emp name, right? You are already aware about these curly braces. These are called the interpolation description, or you can say the interpolation display of the properties or the values, or you can say the binding properties in the AngularJS. You are already aware about this. I have discussed this one in the previous video. Now we are ready to display it on our main page, the main HTML page, which is displayed through app.component.html. Right, but how this main.html.component will display it? First, let's see if there is an error. error occurs in template of component employee details. So it's emp1. I guess I written the wrong name here. That is why it is giving me the problem. So it's emp1. So let's save it and let's see if it compiled correctly or not. Okay, so it's compiled successfully. So here in the app.components, if I just, this is the app.component.html, this one. So if I just open my page, the Angular page, if I go to the Angular page, http, or you can say the local host and 4200, then what will happen? This is showing me the my first Angular project, which was the main page, right? Because this is only showing the main app component details. You can see the app component was like this. This was the app component where I have provided the title, special message, and test message. So this is only displaying this particular app component because by default it will show that one only. If we have to display the details for employee details, then you need to go to the TS page, this TS code, and here you need to set the selector. You need to check the selector and you need to copy this app employee details. This is the detail. This is the name, which is the selector, which should be used in our app.component.html if we want to display the details from the employee details. So I will just write it here, something like, here I'm going to write app hyphen employee. This has become a bit slow. I'm not sure why, but it is becoming a bit slow. Whenever I create some video, this is the problem I usually face. App employee details, right? So that is it. That's it. And we are set to display the details which has been displayed on this component. I mean the employee component. I mean the employee name. Whatever employee name I have set in here while initializing employee 1, that will be displayed. So Vikas Shakya will be displayed on this screen. So to display the employee details, what I did, I just went to the app.component.html and I just provided this, the selector from employee details component.ts. You just need to provide this. You just need to copy this and you just need to provide it to the app.component.html. App-employee-details. Okay, so let's see if it compiled. Yes, it compiled successfully, and let's see what happens to our page. Okay, it didn't projected it. Employee details TS. So what is the problem here? Employee interface in EMP name. I have given the EMP name, and here also I have provided the EMP name. So what is the problem? emp1.emp name. If I write like /p, and then here I'm just going to provide like emp1.emp name. So let's see if it compiles or not. So I just saved it. I think I didn't save it, that is why it was not showing the correct details. Okay, now it came Vikas Shakya. Last time I didn't compile it because I didn't save it. Until you save it, it will not compile. So once you save it, you give an indication to this compiler, or you can say the server, that now it need to be compiled. Right? So this is the way you can display your data on the screen. One more thing I told you about the AngularJS, that AngularJS provides two-way communication. I mean the two-way updates. So whatever you are updating on your screen, like here, if you update anything here using a text box or anything, that will be updated in the model, and at the same time, if you are updating anything in the model, that will be displayed here. Right? So it is immediate update, two-way update. So that we will see in the next video. So till then, have a nice day. Bye-bye.